whether people are from the same place, provided you have the same mind to remove those in power. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. I don't agree with those people who tag Nzogo revolution as Igbo revolution.
You know, some would say that the killings were targeted towards certain regions. Why another region was excluded from the killings. And if you look at the region that was excluded from the killing, the eastern region, most of the officers that carried out that coup came from that region or close to it. So they have defined that coincidence as an Igbo coup.
Not even coincidence. You can't say it's coincidence.
Okay.
It's a reality. The revolutionary wanted to change the government. Who were the people who were holding the apparatus of the government? The ruling class, the ruling party. Sarana was the head of the party. He stayed in Kaduna. If you want to change that government without eliminating the Sarana, do you think that government that coup will succeed? That was why they became target of the revolutionaries.
What about Akintola?
Akintola was, yes, Akintola. You see, what happened was that they made an alliance with the party of Akintola. That was, I was telling you that the ruling party wanted to extend their political tentacle to capture power in the West. And it deteriorated to crisis. Serious crisis. You see? So, Western region became a problematic region that must be dealt with. The Prime Minister, Tafawa Balewa, who's supposed to use his power to quell the situation in the West, refused. So when Uyo came up, they wanted to bring peace in the Western region. Even when they are talking about Igbo coup, I always laugh at them. When you say that it was an Igbo coup, who was the person who was the mark to become the prime minister? Was it Okpara in the east? Was it Azikiwe, who had no power, who was a titular president general? It was Awolowo from the west. Then what type of interest the revolution wanted to protect? If they call it an Igbo coup, picking somebody from the west to become the prime minister. So they had a national interest, not the an Igbo interest at all.
You sound as if Nzogu is your hero.
Yes, he's my hero. He's my hero. Up till now, he's my hero. He's my hero.
Otsoja, you're saying that?
Yes. And because if he's not a hero, he's a nationalist. Nzogu was a nationalist to the core. You see, people, all these politicians are talking from their both sides of their mouth. When Nzogu was killed in July 1967 around the campuses of Nsukka University in the night by 21 Battalion under Captain Wushishi. They recognized his body and they informed go on order them to remove the body to Kaduna for a befitting burial, national burial. He was given that national honor. Nzogu was given that national honor. So he was a hero. And when people talk about Igbo coup, I always laugh at them.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great dear fans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 24th day of February 2025. I came late for obvious reasons and for situations that are beyond my control, but sometimes it is better to be late than never. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform where we speak the gospel of emancipation. That is what we preach here, the gospel of both mental and physical freedom. Therefore, we are live and direct in our FM 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land, including Oka and its environs. Oka, I think it is 103.1 in Oka and its environs. Also, we are live and direct on satellites. Free to air satellite, we are there on the radio section. You look for Radio Biafra London and you'll be hearing us. Also, you can download our IPOB community radio. It is a very low data consuming application. IPOB community radio. In addition to that, you can also download our Radio Garden. Radio Garden is obtainable in the Play Store, in the Google Play Store that that is in your smartphone. Radio Garden. Inside it, you search for Radio Biafra London. The same thing as Simple Radio. You can download Simple Radio also, and inside it you search for Radio Biafra London, and you will be hearing this message. This is our gathering point. This is our parliament, the People's Parliament, IPOB. Therefore, once again, notwithstanding that I'm almost 1 hour late, but we are live and direct. Today is the 24th day of February 2025. For you to understand that we are live and direct. We must continue in doing what we know best. The Nigerian government thought that when they splash money everywhere that they will bring IPOB down. Not knowing that, not understanding that you can never defeat an ideology. It's impossible. You can never defeat an ideology. Just little things have to let you understand or teach you something. Little things can teach you something if you are really observant. Do you see a year plus war that is going on in Gaza? And Israel have a very mighty striking power, striking force. They have bomb, they have everything. And Netanyahu boasted that is going to destroy and kill all Hamas. I'm just giving it as an example for us to learn. With their powers, every type of bombs and technology, they boasted Netanyahu said he's going to destroy Hamas. Now, all of a sudden, we are seeing how Hamas is still there. Thousands of them, anytime they are releasing the Israeli hostage, which they took, you still see them armed. Though Israel destroyed the whole city, but they didn't destroy the people. No, they didn't destroy the will of the people. For you to understand that it is impossible to destroy the will of a people. It is impossible to destroy the people's ideology. You can destroy buildings, but people are still there. Human beings are there. Okay, if you fly up, come down now. That is the thing. You see them. They went up, went down, destroy everything, and they still ended up in a negotiating table. Yes, they call Hamas terrorists. I want to just make an analogy for teaching. That is why I'm doing so. I'm not supporting neither this or not that. Well, it's a very big example. Now, why after the whole grand this and that, still people died, thousands died, if not hundreds of thousands, from both sides. Now they still ended up in negotiating table. You ask yourself, what is then the need of first of all, why not do this at the first time, at the earlier time? You still see. So when you see what Nigeria is doing, they splash billions of dollars in order to destroy IPOB. But today IPOB is more stronger than ever, because the more you think, the more Nigerian government thinks that they are fighting us, they are trying to destroy us, it makes us more battle hardy. It puts more cement in our foundation. It makes us learn from things that are that we didn't know before. That is IPOB. It makes us to become more stronger and stronger and stronger, to have more ideas, to be more smarter in our thinking, to be in all way around, to be thinking 360 degrees. That is it. So Nigeria is losing it. Nigeria is losing it. They know that they can never destroy IPOB. They know that. So that is the thing. And the last court appearance, our leader become more outspoken, become more fearless, as he said that he has the right to fight for Biafra restoration. And we continue. We have the right to fight for Biafra. And today we are seeing how Nigeria is falling so low. Truth is unfolding. What you have been shouting, what you have been saying every day is unfolding. Truth is like a bubble of air underwater. It doesn't matter how long it takes, that bubble must go up. Water cannot retain it. The bubble must go or find its way to go up, to be released. You can lie today. You can lie, and in order to achieve something today, but lies do not stand the test of time. That is the reality of it. Lies do not stand the test of time. That is the reality. As we are seeing today, what we have been saying, one of the players or the bad players of Nigerian politics, Nigerian military dictator Babangida, have said it. He has said it in his memo, in his book, that there is nothing like Igbo coup, because he's dying. He's now a vegetable. So Babangida, I could remember as a small boy, we watching him, very energetic as he was, but today he is now very frail, and that is the time which he considered best in order to speak the truth. Gowon, maybe when Gowon wants to die, he will also do the same thing. So the question now is, and what next? How will you compensate those millions of Biafran lives, Igbo lives that have been destroyed, many families closed, generations closed, because of these lies from BBC? Every time we talk about, I'm hinting on Britain. Some people used to say, no, let's not talk about Britain now. I say, no, we must continue talking about Britain, because they are the main key players in our demise today. Have you seen that? The lies, the propaganda of Britain, British propaganda through BBC. Remember BBC, I think it was the first radio station on earth. In 1922 it started. BBC. They represent the the spokes or mouthpiece of the old harlots. BBC. They are the first people that to announce that a revolution that took place in 1966 as a military coup, Miss Igbo coup, just like what is happening or what happened in Burkina Faso, and they will target it. That's why we need to also continue putting our voice so that there will be multipolar world. You see, multipolar world. Without multipolarity in this world, we are gone. You see, Africa will be gone forever. Because you will not have any other option. When you talk, when these people that are mouthing democracy, this European hypocrites that are mouthing democracy, but they are dictators in the world. They want to fight. They want to continue being world dictators because democracy comes with choice, multiple choices, of which they don't want to give it to the world. They want them. You must be with them. Either you are with us or you are against us, and you will be removed. Multipolarity is about democracy. It's about having different options so that you can say, no, I don't want to be this side, I want to be the other side. It's your right. But the old serpent, the Europe, I call the old serpents, they want a world where they control everything. You see, when there was a military coup, why is this quick noise? When there was military coup in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Nigeria, all hell broke loose. They used their evil media, European media, France 24, TV5, BBC, Deutsche Welle, all CNN, in order to blackmail these revolutionists as the bad guys in the eyes of the people, so that people will rise up against them, because that is how they used to do. BBC did it in 1966. They orchestrated the military coup led by Nzog, and today there are other names that we know that surface that are not Igbo. Among the, I think 9 of them or 6 of them, only one person is Igbo. You have a Hausa, you have a Yoruba, everywhere you have different tribes. But BBC, because that is, the old Sabi, they know how to, laugh with you in front, now come to the back and stab you, to kill you. That is their job. That is why I love what is happening in Ukraine. It gives me blood, honestly speaking. Yeah. What Trump is playing, it makes me happy as ever. Are you hearing me? BBC came up being the first radio to report, because it is what they orchestrated. I could remember even in the 80s, it is the BBC that always reports military coup in Nigeria. I could remember that, because my father used to listen to his BBC that time, maybe 4 o'clock early in the morning. He's still listening. Oh, there is a military coup, BBC. He said, this is, that time I don't even much understand. Military coup, what is it? I will only see my father jumping up. Since ages, in Nigeria, raising people's hope, but nothing. So BBC announced the first radio station to report it. That, oh, the military coup is a Igbo coup. The same way they demonized Burkina Faso, trying to organize the people to turn against them, use Tinubu to fight war. But if not for the African population, there is something I see that the Europeans fear: the rising of the people. If not for social media, had it been there was nothing like social media before God and man, these people, they would have used their Western media in order to, as they used to do. But I'm happy that the Western media have lost. People are no longer listening to them, mostly Africans. We watch direct on social media, on accounts, what is really happening. Not what their mainstream media is saying. No person gives a damn about what they are saying any longer. So they try to turn people against these revolutionists. Now, I ask, the same military coup took place in Gabon. But they are not talking about it, and that is where you will see the hypocrisy of these people. Until I die, I will not stop talking about this. Until I die. These people are the old serpents. Military coup took place in Gabon. They didn't shout about it. They didn't say, no, this is a dictator. Oh, rise up people against it. No. Do you know the reason? Because it was organized by them. France organized it. Because the former president, Ali Bongo, was now trying to say no to them. If Macron call him, maybe he will tell his PA to tell him that he's not around, he's in a meeting. He's no longer saying yes sir as before every day, because that is what they do. Mostly these colonizers. Once they call, France have their own system, direct. Their own system is direct. They give direct command every morning. You must all the Francophone presidents must call Champs-Élysées. That is a presidential palace, in order to give to ask God, what are we going to do today? Sometimes he will keep them on phone before God. They must wait. So when he saw that Macron saw that Ali Bongo is no more responding normal, he is now shifting little by little to Russia and China. Sometimes Macron will give order, we murmur and say, this order. They say, before what happened in Mali and Burkina Faso and Niger happened, they staged their own coup. And little is being talked about it in the mainstream Western media. They don't talk about it. They launder the image as if it's the normal thing. But in other places, bring them to kill. They are dictators. They are against democracy. These people can no longer deceive us with this their so-called democracy. We should descend heavily. Don't worry. Time is coming. I will be teaching about this democracy. Their democracy. They use democracy. Democracy. But they don't want the world to be democratic, because democracy is all about multiple options. Without multiple options, there is nothing like democracy. You either choose you have the right to choose or choose A or choose B. They want themselves. You have to be with us, as George Bush say. You are either with us or against us. What is that? Is it not dictatorship? But they mouth everything. Every time they are mouthing, they are democratic. We have seen their democracy now. How they sponsor terrorism everywhere, terrorizing the world public, terrorizing Africa. So that you'll be calling them as your savior. After all, they gave us savior. After terrorizing Africa in transatlantic slavery for 400 and something years, colonizing Africa, killing Africans everywhere, and now they come and give us a savior. You see, it's what they know how to do now, and we accept. And that's why when they brought the sponsor terrorists everywhere in the Sahel, Boko Haram, they are paying, arming Boko Haram. Now we call them, oh, come, Britain, come on. Okay, we want to save you. Okay. Because they have done it and it worked for them. They terrorized Africa for many centuries. At the end, they came and gave us a savior. And we accepted it. Very foolish people, for goodness sake. We accepted that discourse, because they saw that they killed us in order to wipe away, to erase what is inside our mind, to reprogram us. Now they brought us savior. Say, come, we are your savior, and we accepted. When you meet a gullible, average Igbo man, a black person, he will be telling you our ancestors are evil. These people, they come, they give us education. Don't you see? They give us this and that. Otherwise, we will kill ourselves. Our ancestors are killing this and that. That is gullibility to the highest order. Stupidity and foolishness to the highest order. When you are saying your mother's soup is not sweet, you are a bastard. That is it. Without apology, that is what you are. Because you don't cherish your own thing. So, why wouldn't they, as they gave us savior after destroying us, after taking 70 something to almost 100 million Africans into slavery, buying our ancestors like objects, feeding our children, our babies to crocodile, killing for fun. Only the king of Belgium, King Leopold II, he killed more than 15 million, going to 20 million Congolese. He killed for fun. Sometimes when he is moody, he wants to just laugh. He will be bringing, he will say, maybe they will bring for him 200 Congolese, and they will be torturing them, cutting off their hands in order to make the king happy, and he will be watching how they are dying in agony, and maybe it will make him happy. These are the people that brought us God. They brought us a savior. And you think that we are not foolish? No, tell me, what do you think? We are not foolish by accepting this. So that is why Britain, they have the audacity. After all, we gave these people savior after killing them, and they accepted. So why can't we manipulate, bring terrorists, armed terrorists to kill them, so that we also come as their savior, physical savior? We will be pursuing them, begging them, come and help us now. I could remember, I think 2013, either 2012 or 13, thereabout, when France unleashed terrorists in Mali. They were even marching to Bamako, their capital. They destroyed Timbuktu. They went and destroyed, pulled down the national Mali, even African national or continental values in Timbuktu, where libraries that you see old books, arithmetic, African arithmetic for thousands of years stored. They sent terrorists there to go and burn down, bring down everything, so that that is how they used to do. The Europeans, that's how they do it. That's how they did it in Africa. After all, they destroyed more than 13,000 kilometers of wall in the Benin Empire. They brought it down so that to make us understand that we don't have history, so that future generations will not understand that look, our ancestors built these great walls, this great civilization. They didn't want it. Because at the walls of the wall, we are scribed on it mathematics, solutions, wizardry. Things that we, when if left, generations will study it and become scientists and build nuclear weapons. These people, they saw all these things, they loot the ones they could, and they brought down everything to make sure that, when the future generations will come, they will never know in this world that their ancestors were good for something, that they built something, and they really did a nice job. They took us, deviated us from our own education, from our own civilization, and now westernized us to start following their way. That the only way is their way is the only way to advancement. After all, it's written in the Bible, Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. Everything their own is the only way. You have no other option. They don't want you to have any other option. They give you all this code in that Freemasonry puzzle, that book, but you don't understand. They defeated our brain, made us not to study, not to live our languages, our writing in CBD, and different other African languages. And now push us to that their way is the only way to advancement. And today, that is what they program us, many of us. But some of us have risen. Some of us are awakened. Why others are still dabbling into that stupidity, that we had no civilization. Only when the white man came, which is evil. When you see a black person saying this, look at him. He is a representative of neo-colonialism. That is the truth. So they redirected us to be refocused on their side. That, Africa, we had no history until the white man came. They didn't tell you that Africa built, our ancestors built in Igodomigodo, built the longest wall in the whole world, the ancient time. A wall that is more longer than the Great Wall of China that is still standing today. They don't tell you that we have kingdoms that we are highly organized, urban centers, organized. They don't tell you that because they destroy everything. Their motive is to make sure that they erase everything, anything that we achieved, our ancestors achieved, they completely erased it so that we will see ourselves. Future generations will come up and see ourselves that, our ancestors were good for nothing. Had it but one thing, had it been they were able, they would have changed even our feeding system. They would have made us to be eating pizza right from beginning, introduced pizza and told us that egusi soup is evil. He said, maybe they are regretting why didn't they do it. They would have told us that ogiri we are eating is evil. Oh, that smelly thing. No, mangala is smelling. No, it's not good. It's evil. I'm telling you. And many of us would have bought it. Do you see that? So, what am I trying to say? BBC, it is now confirmed by one of the players that BBC played a very destructive role in setting up this genocidal war against Biafra from 1960, the pogrom, the genocide in 1966, and the subsequent war. And this man that I played, he was a military. He is a veteran of Nigerian military. Peter Salifu. Edmond interviewed him, and he opened up. He fought the war. He said he's from Kogi, he's a Igala man. He fought the war under Nigeria's side. But today, the truth is being confirmed yet Not that it's being revealed, no, because we know this revelation, we know it. And do you know why Britain don't want us to rise up? They thought that after everything that we are going to ask for compensation for what they did against us through BBC, through everywhere, propaganda against us, that this is Igbo coup. And you ask, what has the ordinary Igbo man got to do with the governance that time? That people gathered and, Igbo people gathered and said, okay, let us make coup. Plan a coup against who? Do you see that? So Britain is always afraid that, look, if they allow Biafra to come up, that we are going to sue the hell out of them. They are going to pay their ass off. But that is not the truth. Only we want to have our dignity. Just saying the truth is enough. It's enough. That is it. Confirming history is enough. Why did the BBC come out and say, no, this is Igbo? They twisted the whole thing. This is Igbo coup. In order for them to obtain to have the Nigeria that they created, the type of Nigeria they created. Because according to Harold Smith, which I played, and I will play his thing again, not today. He said the British nightmare is for Igbo and Yoruba to politically work together. That is the number one nightmare of Britain. That once Igbos and Yorubas work together politically, that their plan for Nigeria is gone. They will no longer be in charge of Nigeria. Are you hearing me? That is why they try by all means, in every ramification, that never ever Igbos and Yoruba, that they created artificial hatred that continued till today. Through the coup, through the military coup. Do you see that? Do you see how manipulations occur? How you can be politically manipulated without you even understanding what happened, what really happened. Do you now see Zelensky? Zelensky na bwarizi kam okwema this mosquito lava. And is it Kenya in Akosia? The mosquito lava inside the water. Now what? Oh, to Zelensky now, but all this is confused or Mazi Nnamdi, because the power that be have told him, hey, you need to organize election, that place is not for you, and he's seeing the handwriting on the wall. That is how the world is. That is why you must be, your vision as a leader of your people. You must never fall into sentiments. You must have a sound judgment, not to be carried away by promises of foreigners of this and that, because one day foreigners will run away and leave you. You face the reality. Oh, to Zelensky no now, zero. No, to the now. That is what has he here? What is happening? That is what it is desperate everywhere. Yashaka here, Yashaka here. The European countries can don't worry, we are with you. Oh, Gahage disappear, he will not know. That is how the world is. That is why the most important thing as a leader is be with your people. Speak with your people. Be with your people. Make sure that you are defending your people's interests. Because when everybody leaves you, your people will never leave you. They will be behind you. They will be your backbone. Are you hearing me? They will be your backbone. Foreigners, their own interests, once you are no longer representing their interests, foreign interests, they leave you. This is one thing Igbo politicians should understand. When they represent the interests of the caliphate, killing their own people, for the interest for them to be in power, one day, don't you see Okorocha? They will disgrace you. Okorocha, my people, my people. Okorocha that littered Abga, he entered power through Abga. They now told him, it's time. He littered Abga and entered APC. After everything, they disgrace him. They send the EFCC to make it, because the powers that be, the caliphate must always make you understand that you are under us. And look at that. How that growing small. For you to feel that, I'm not free. That is how they behave, and that is politics. So that anything, once they call you again, you answer, sir. Once you feel that you are too much, one blackmail or one thing or the other, they use EFCC, piam. They went into Okorocha's house. He became a social media content creator, skit maker. He went live because there is no person to save him. Nobody to save him. The people that he served, they threaten him. They want to make him know that you are under us. They came on the door. He put bulletproof doors, so even bullets cannot, a simple AK-47, they cannot break it. So they came from up, and they were hitting the ceiling, up, breaking everywhere. He now went live. Jesus, Maria, now Jesus go save me. Do you see that? Do you see? That is how they treat a subservient. That is how a vassal is treated always. They will shake you to make you understand that, or remind you that you are under us, so behave yourself. You are not a free person. Don't you see the difference with Yaya Bello of Kogi? Yaya Bello was at large. How many hundreds of billions of naira fraud? Letter was given. They said they cannot see him for how many months, if not up to 1 year. One day, he just said, once he finished everything at the background, at the backyard, he come up, he said, now maybe this now, going to court, going to the police, his guards, his police people, we are guiding him. He was laughing him, just like that. That is the difference. Unlike Okorocha, they cut him like a rat. That is, when you betray your people to serve foreigners, you will end up, the foreigners even hate you more than anything. Because they know that you have removed you from your natural habitat. You are no more, you are vulnerable. Your people hate you. If you don't give anybody money, no person will come for you. The time you come, you use money, share everybody 1,000 naira. You bring out, 50 million, 100 million naira. Is it your money? Is people's money now? And give the agents, they give people 1,000 naira. Before you know, 20,000, 10,000 people will gather and say, hey. But once you are out of that place, you no longer have the capability. People will snub you. You are no more, you can no longer buy. But when you defend the interests of your people, they will die for you. Don't you see that? Imagine that Okorocha was with the people. He didn't jettison Abga. He was there with the people. Anything they say, he was fighting them. I mean, the caliphate. Do you think that they can come just after everything, come and catch him like that? It's impossible. People will come out and say, no, this man, instead we die. We die with you people. That is how the world is. That is how the world is. So, I want to replay this thing I played before, this interview, and excerpt from the interview of Anthony Edmond, is it Edmond Obilo? Yes. Just a few minutes for you to listen, and listen good. about what even Babangida revealed, which we knew anyway.
You also made the point in your first book,
Yes.
that it was not an Igbo coup.
It's not an Igbo coup. It's not an Igbo coup. Because I disagree with those people who have been lying that Ujogu coup was an Igbo coup. Some of them are even arguing that because only Ademoyega, Major Ademoyega, who is a Yoruba major, if not the whole 8 of them were Igbos. That was the premise they look at it from. And it was a wrong premise. You see, a revolution is a revolution.
A revolution is a revolution. Do you see what the matter? He said, a revolution is a revolution, and that is what happened in 1966. Britain stayed up, used these people, say, go and save Nigeria. Look at what is happening in the southwest. Look at the election malpractice. Awolowo was sidelined, rigged out, and what is this person put there? Together with Femi's father. Yeah, because Femi, look, for your information, this Femi, he came from the lineage of betrayers. They betrayed their own. They betrayed. His father also followed in the betrayal of Awolowo during the election. Are you hearing me? That is it. Britain inspired these people to say, go and save Nigeria. You people are trained in sandals to save Nigeria, not knowing that they are setting them up. They are using them to set the Igbo people up. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So they went now, they were armed, okay, they planned everything. You know, I've said this. There is one time, which year was it? Some years back. This Togolese president, Iyadema, you know, his father ruled Togo for 30-something years. Iyadema or something like that. His father killed the first president of Togo. This is history. That is the way Iyadema came into power. I think it happened either 1965 or something like that. Because Olympio was the first president of Togo, Togolese president, that refused France. Olympio, the same like Modibo Keita of Mali and Sekou Touré of Guinea Conakry. These were the hotheads that refused France's neocolonialism agenda. This is history anyway, for your information. You know, many of us are thinking that, you know, Europe had everything easily. They don't know that people resisted in one way and another. Modibo Keita said no. He can, instead of, because there is this secret pact for the continuation of colonization. That is the caption of that agreement. Every francophone so-called elected president must sign it before being there in the office. It's there. France put it there. Continue is a secret. They call it continuation for colonization. Secret pact for continuation of colonization. Modibo Keita refused to sign, and he was removed through military coup. The first Togolese president refused also, And Yadema, the father of the current president of Togo, was contracted. He was a military sergeant that time. He was contracted personally to kill the president. France contracted him, and they paid him, I think, either $600 or $800 as of that time. You see? And they sponsored him, a sergeant, and he killed the man for refusing. Do you see where I say that there must be multipolarism? Had it been Russia was interested in what was going on in Africa as of that time, like today, all these things wouldn't have taken place, because as they run away from the West, you can go to the East, but no way. That is why they become fair game. Are you hearing me? So, this Yadema, that is the president now, the current president of Togo. There was a time, his half brother, I think he's still in jail. Well, I don't know whether they have killed him or released him, I don't know. He's a half brother, the same father but not the same mother. He's a military officer. You know what happened? In order to consolidate their grip on this president, this the Yadema today, you know what? This thing happened maybe either up to 10 years now or less than. I couldn't remember the exact year. France met his brother. For you to understand that, you see, politics, if you are not sophisticated, you will fall into any type of thing. That is why you see IPOB is thinking, oh, if you are politics is not straightforward. It's as dirty, as sophisticated as anything you can think about. Even things you cannot even think about, for your information. They went to this half brother, that is, I think he was a general, and told him, look, don't you need power? This your small brother is this your brother now is doing anyhow. We can sponsor you. You take over from your brother in a military coup. And he foolishly accepted, not knowing that they are recording everything. They are recording everything. Going on this West, they are smart. When they want to shake you, for you to balance very well in their hand, they will do that. The way they will do it, it will surprise you. They planned with that guy to take over from. They sponsor him, plan everything, not knowing that he is planning with the French intelligence. Everything is documented and recorded. Few days before the D-Day, they went to the president, the now president, and told him, look, there is something going on. If you don't take time, there is a military coup taking place. He said, what? Who is that? He said, they say, cool down. Now your brother will be your enemy. Your enemy is from your household. Now this is your brother. He said, what? No, I don't believe it. This is my brother. I love him. He loves me. He said, shut up. They gave him the whole video, a planning, voice, everything video. He said, what? They told him, if not for us, this year, these days, you are now trying to reduce our influence. He said, no, we cannot take all this. It's too much now. If not for us, you will not be here to even talk. You say, sorry, sir. Take everything you want from Togo. In short, Togo belongs to you, please. And when the half brother knew that these people have betrayed him, he ran away. He ran and entered into American embassy. I think for the American embassy, America accepted him and later gave him. They said, no, this is internal issue. America released him to his brother, and his brother arrested him and jailed him. That is how politics is. So, since that time, They renewed the covenant of this present Togolese president. That is why in Togo you have American military base, a French military base. They are bringing more. Bring Germany. They are my people. They will protect me. That is how they work. They make you feel that they are your best friend. They show it to you. That is how the West. That is how they are. These people are. They are. Remember that they have been playing international politics, religious politics, regional politics, tribal politics for millennia, thousands of years. So they know. They know. Trust them to your detriment. If you are dealing with them, yes, but shine your eyes. You'll be shining your eyes like Mbe. So, BBC, Britain caused the whole thing that is the war. The genocidal war was caused by Britain because they turned what's supposed to be Nigerian revolution into Igbo coup. The way they reported it. And that time there was no other reason. Every other media carried it. Oh, it's Igbo coup. It brought the hatred of Igbos that you are seeing today. So this confession of Babangida and others, are they going to raise the millions of people that have died because of this? You see how the world is wicked? The world is a wicked place. That is why the only thing that solves the problem is for us to try to organize ourselves to be strong. And we can never be strong in Nigeria. As long as Nigeria is concerned, we can never be strong as a people. Biafrans, Ndibo, no, we are there as in a foreign place. Our leg is we are standing with one leg. Don't you see how they sidelined us in the developmental project of 2025? Our so-called political representatives, senators, they cannot talk. The useless idiot that called himself the sixth most powerful person in Nigeria, in the name of Carlo, where is him to talk? When it comes to giving order to kill Igbos, at that time he will come out and say, you see that our people are jokers. We don't have a political representatives. It is only IPOB that is now. We are a state actor, whether you like it or not, and we must continue. We must continue. Authority is end, not begging. Don't you see the play? I played it and I will still play it again. How they were talking in House of Representative. Only one person rose it up. This project, you sideline the southeast, which is my region. Others kept quiet because they are afraid. As that man was even saying it, they were afraid. Now what can happen? Now can it happen here like that? Oh, these people are beg. Let him not talk. At the end, another useless Igbo politician rose up and say, okay, I thank you, Mr. President, for even saying, I pray that you remember, God give you long life, so that in subsequent, he spoke Queen's English. Oh, yeah, Mutara. You useless everybody's brain in Igbo land with Queen's English. That is why I'm happy whenever I see even somebody speaking emo on atozim kashuga. I'm telling you. Radio Biafra. One anakwana excuse esa kamso Igbo. Cut and join now. See because these people speaking Queen's English have destroyed our lives. They have destroyed our lives. So because so I will go do cut and join now. So yeah. These people have killed us. On our soul Queen's English. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, that even God, I pray that God will give you long life so that in subsequent budgets you are going to remember our region. So let it be like that. We are happy. That is okay. I get in Nigeria. My brothers and sisters that are listening to me, how how is the mighty fallen? Sometimes Bible can say, how is a people with a people that are comparable? Our comparison, we should be comparing ourselves with Japan. How did they put us in a hole and I know in a cage now worry and eating our peoples, our own flesh each other now you know Nanda. I saw where they are beating, they say, I saw in social media where they are beating an Igbo lady. Beating her says whether a kidnapper or is one chance with one, I don't know. And now boy or now you know Igbo lady by Igbo, I think it's in Aba. I am not supporting any evil or any kidnapper. Yes, I'm not supporting them. But when they catch a Fulani, they become gentle. This is how they have sentenced us to be eating our own flesh by ourselves. If we don't get out of Nigeria in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, we become another thing. I'm telling you honestly. The great Igbo race will become another thing altogether. That is the program of Britain against us. People that are supposed to be comparing themselves with Japan, prince and princesses, they know us more than we know ourselves. During the transatlantic slavery, if all that ethnicity, other Africans cost $100, Igbo man, the same thing, Igbo man will cost double. They know who we are. Make your researches and you find out. They know who we are. But to look at how they have sentenced us into eating our own flesh by ourselves. When they see all these things, they're happy. When they catch Igbo man that steal telephone, they will burn him. Igbo people, they burn him. When they catch a Fulani, even if we kill, there was one time a Fulani person raped an old woman in I think Abba to death. They cut him, you know, and tie him, handcuff him. They are asking him, did we touch you? He said no. Did we flog you? He said no. We are law abiding, no? He said yes. Why did you rape that woman to death now? He said no. Only one time I go. I said okay. You see, you are confessing. Are you confessing under duress? He said no. We are going to hand you over to police. But when they catch their own brother, their own sister, and then this is the life of slaves. They sentence us into the life of slavery. I'm telling you, when a slave is dealing with his own brother, no pity, no mercy. That is, it's not our natural character. It is what the system has brought to us. It's Britain. That is why we are going all those core places. The core cause of our misery, in order to untangle it, reveal it, so that it will become untangled. So Britain, through BBC, he set the Igbo tribe up that it is Igbo coup. They changed from even Zogu and Demoyego. They were surprised, but not these people that planned this thing for us. Why are they saying Igbo coup again? But it's too late. It's done. It's done. They use media preponderance and destroy them. Now turn something that should be a good thing into evil. Every tribe will start hating Igbo. Kill Igbo everywhere. Kill Igbo. Even the Yoruba, they kill Igbo. Oh, Nyamri is bad. Britain, the Secret Service, M16 or MI6, that work that evil. They say, yes, bingo, we got it. This is the beginning of the Nigeria we want. This man revealed that he said, why, if Nzogo is not held as national hero, why did Gowon bring his corpse to be buried with Nigerian flag as a national hero? Because Gowon understood. He understood the whole thing. Gowon is still alive. If he is truthful to himself, he will still confess. He said, this man did something very good, but it was twisted by Britain. So be it. So that is why we bury him with national or every national honor, because he did something. He's a revolutionist. Continue listening, please.
people are from the revolution, whether people are from the same place, provided you have the same mind to remove those in power, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. I don't agree with those people who tag Unzogo revolution as Igbo revolution.
You know, some would say that the killings were targeted towards certain regions. Why another region was excluded from the killings. And if you look at the region that was excluded from the killing, the eastern region, most of the officers that carried out that coup came from that region or close to it. So they have defined that coincidence as an Igbo coup.
Not even coincidence. You can't say it's coincidence.
Okay.
It's a reality. The revolutionary wanted to change the government. Who were the people?
Do you see, if this man, this interviewer, is trying to poke this person to the popular view of military coup, the man continue maintaining his stance that no, this is not a coup, this is a revolution. Just like what happened in, let's give an example with Burkina Faso today. Who is going to say this is a coup? No, this is a revolution. Because the people want changes. They have been doing the same thing for tens of years since independence, nothing. They will praise you that CNN will call you, your election, you are a good democratic country, though you are very poor. Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, very poor countries. But they are democratic anyway, highly democratic. They will praise you in your stupidity. They will praise you. Now, a set of people came to change, say no. We have had this enough. All these praises, yeah, democratic, yeah. How is this your democracy affecting positively affecting the population? No way. Instead, you will see where they are bringing bag of rice, USAID, right, written on it. When they share it, they televise it. Oh, they are helping Africans that are poor, that are miserable. Every time. Aren't we supposed to be ashamed of ourselves? That is why I love what is happening even in the world. Look at Germany, the conservatives. They have taken over. I love, you know, the conservative, that is the radicals in the country, to take over everywhere, so that they will, you know, people that they don't want to visit us, don't come, like push all of us, everybody, go and fix your place. I love it. Instead of them praising us in stupidity, oh no, we are fighting for them. No, we are fighting. Come, we give you asylum. Why are you giving me asylum? Whereas you are destroying my land. You want to give me asylum, Britain, but you are laying pipeline from my village, and you make sure that there is no electricity, no road, but you are laying pipe to collect gas. What is that hypocrisy? Do you want asylum, or do you want your land to be fixed? That is why I love it. How I wish France they will elect the conservative, Marine Le Pen, and them. Everywhere, let it be, so that foreigners, mostly Africans, will find it difficult and start thinking home. Say no. They will carry their annoyances and we go back to the people, the political elites, and make things hot for everybody. When things are not hot, it will not cold. Are you hearing me? When I hear when people that are deported from everywhere come back, for example, to Nigeria, they will now say, oh boy, we are no more alive. This government, if we don't, either we change them or we kill everybody or we die. Don't you see that thing? You must be forced to stir up revolution in your place, to make changes. Not every time you have option. Nah, I jackpa now. You think it's an option? Now you jackpot, you buy ticket, you go, they give you England. They are very good at that. Oh, what can you do? I can pack shit. I can pack shit of old care. They call it caregiver. Don't know that is in a hitcher on the million now in shame. I got the one you so whereas your own mother and father is there helpless, and they send go what sometimes go ask go money is a paper when you don't have anybody that is taking care of you. Do you think at all as all the parents Onyibo that's supposed to be in the house with his children, grandchildren, that kind of happiness? I'm sending you $2,000 because I'll take it to sometimes 2,000. Who is taking care of me more than my children? Do you know what it means when we leave our parents at home that they cannot see their children? Do you know what it means? Do you know? Nothing. Do you know what it means to be with your children, your grandchildren, your brothers and sisters, and sometimes a main photo, sometimes a log? It makes life more meaningful. I know right now, Chego. If we don't form a system, this is one thing I see with white people. It doesn't matter how little they are. They will first of all, their priority is to build a system, not individual rich wealth, no, a system that will balance each of them, that each and every one of them will thrive. I come across this there is one region in South Africa where they said they want to be separate republic. It's only white for white, the Africans. They call it Republic of Orania. I was just going through. I see them. See what the place. Their population is 3,000 people only. 3,000. Now they have eight strip. They said they are growing their economy. They have the right to self-determination. No black person, no other color. They are only white. They are European, but in African soil. When you see how they are building a system for all of them, they have even their own currency. They call it Aura. Are you hearing me? Go and check it. They have their system in South Africa. The man was saying in an interview, one of them, YouTuber just interviewed, he said, where else in South Africa can you see a 15, 16, 17-year-old girl walk around only her by 7, 8 nights, evening, freely? You can never see it. But here, we have built a system that accommodates all of us, that they are interested in building a system, not individual wealth. What is about, what is in our head, I don't know. And you know what? I made a comparison. These people, when Republic of Orania, they have their own currency. Yes, they are part of South Africa, but they have regional autonomy to an extent, and they have their own currency, Aura. They have their flag. You see their flag is one person that is there folding his sleeve, one image. They say, what is the meaning of this? He said, no, get ready to work. Wherever they gather, their principle is working. Let us work. Put everybody to work. Right from beginning, right from kindergarten, they teach their children how practicality, because that is what builds a system. Our own is prayer. You are a prayer warrior. Teach your children prayer. Now I made a comparison. I went back. There is another place in Suriname, a region, black only region. They call it Dahomey. No white person there. No white person enters there. They said it is a place where when slaves were persecuted, they run into that bush, Suriname. They run into that place as the white people don't come there. From there, any white person they see, they buy the person. So it remain black people only, exclusive zone till today. Now, when I check that place, what you see there is no development, backwardness. They don't think of building a system. What matters to them is about either spirit say or God say. That is what matters to them there. They are backwards. But when you go fast forward to Republic of Orania in South Africa, where whites only 3,000 people, they have built a system, and they are still building a system in a modern system of the modern world, modern system that accompanies, that makes them, each person, to progress. Whereas when you go to Suriname, that place, that they call it Dahomey. You meet them, Ghana Lumpuke Habucha. They can be in 10th century. You can look at them, just look at them. No development in no road. They don't think together. Let us do things, build a system. No, they don't. Only say spirit in decreasing. In can say how when a church, church, go more. Oh spirit, they are still in the old world. They don't think of this, how to build a system in this modern world. It's very terrible. We need to brush up. This year we need to brush up to learn how to build a system, not individualism, how to build their own world. There will be no me without we. You think, ponder deep in this statement. There will be nothing like I without we. The Europeans, we will be that is what it means. Let us build a system that will be viable now for each and every one of us. Not building one person. Now you are not in a one here as an individual. When you see that our leader can talk with pride, with fiat, it's because he knows the people that are behind him. You know that IPOB, you're behind him. We go big. But when we continue looking for myself, I used to say it in a place where there is, these characters naturally we Igbos have it. Are you hearing me? But Nigeria, Britain destroyed this character we have. This is our natural character. We build our common, developmental projects. That is why even we in our communities, various Igbo communities, we build schools with community effort. This thing, when you study it, even before the war, every community where people can gather and discuss about issues concerning us. We were together as cooperative as a people before. But one of the devilish issues that entered us is this religion. Religion came and scattered us. Onye said, no, you don't want Jesus. I cannot follow you. Onye said, no, I'm a Jehovah. His order is coming from America. This one, his order is coming from England. The other one from Rome. Onye also Yehoshua. Yahuda. So you're Israel. So you see that the problems entered our land and we became busy. We are divided into piecemeals. We are no longer able to build a system. Do you see the problem we are having? The mess we are in. Let me finish this, please.
who were holding the apparatus of the government. The ruling class, the ruling party. Salam was the head of the party. He stayed in Kaduna. If you want to change that government without eliminating the surrounding, do you think that government that coup will succeed? That was why they became target of the revolutionaries.
What about Akintola?
Akintola was, yes, Akintola. You see what happened was that they made an alliance with the party of Akintola. That was, I was telling that the ruling party wanted to extend their political tentacle to capture power in the West. And it deteriorated to crisis. Serious crisis. You see? So, Western region became a problematic region that must be dealt with. The Prime Minister, Tafawa Balewa, who was supposed to use his power to quell the situation in the West, refused. So when Uyo came up, they wanted to bring peace in the Western region. Even when they are talking about Igbo coup, I always laugh at them. When you say that it was an Igbo coup, who was the person who was the mark to become the prime minister? Was it Okpara in the east? Was it Ajikiwe, who had no power, who was a titular president general? It was Awolowo from the west.
It was Awolowo from the west. That is it. But BBC Britain orchestrated the highest pogrom, the highest genocide after the Second World War, mass slaughter of the Jews and others, gypsies and others, and black people in Europe. Britain orchestrated it. That it is an Igbo coup through their propaganda, and the people, our people, were massacred. Do you see how things are? When you purvey, say there is no peace for the wicked. No, there is always peace for the wicked. For your information, there is only that there is no peace for the weak, not wicked. There is no peace for the wicked. Most of the times get away with it, with their wickedness. It's true. When you are weak, there is no peace. Look at how even Igbo people are killing with impunity their own Igbo brothers when that caught criminals. Instead of handing them over to police, most of them were killed openly, but in a most barbaric way. I saw where they are beating, and I don't know whether they killed that woman naked, stark naked, because there is no law, nothing guiding them. And the police, Nigerian police, these are Igbo people, let them destroy themselves. The same way when black people are fighting against their fellow blacks in some European countries, the police will just do as if they don't even. If they kill themselves, it's -1. I beg, more than kill themselves. Exactly the same way. But if the criminal, the Igbo man catch Igbo people, vigilante, anything, they catch a Fulani, hey, there you will know that they know how to behave. We are law-abiding citizens. Do we touch you? Do we do anything to you? Okay, that is it. A revolution that was termed the Igbo coup, and Britain orchestrated the mass murder, the genocide of Igbo people. We will never forget.
What type of interest the revolution wanted to protect? If they call it an Igbo coup, picking somebody from the west to become the prime minister. So they had a national interest, not the an Igbo interest at all.
You sound as if Nzogu is your hero.
Yes, he's my hero. He's my hero. Now he's my hero. He's my hero.
Otsoja, you're saying that?
Yes. Because if he's not a hero, he's a nationalist. Nzogu was a nationalist to the core. You see, people, all these politicians are talking from their both sides of their mouth. When Nzogu was killed in July 1967 around the campuses of Nsukka University in the night by 21 Battalion under Captain Wushishi. They recognized his body and they informed Gowon ordered them to remove the body to Kaduna for a befitting burial, national burial. He was given that national honor.
Because he was a hero.
Uzogu was given that national honor. So he was a hero. And when people talk about Igboku, I always laugh at them.
Oh, this is it. And they have destroyed lives. They are enjoying peace. Britain is enjoying peace. They are wicked. They are enjoying peace. Don't you see that? People that killed millions of us, sponsored the killing of millions. They are enjoying peace. It's only the weak that is in pieces. The weak, we the weak. That is the reason why we are striving for us to build a system that will make everybody or update everybody, that will make everybody viable, that will make us to develop as a people, not as an individual. Because as I say, there is nothing like I without we. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break, though I started late, but notwithstanding, I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
In this particular place, and this is the national budget, we have to look at it critically. Mr. Speaker, I want to draw the attention of the House in this item 281, light rail, Kano Ogun, Lagos. Mr. Speaker, I'm from a zone, and none of the southeast and other zones are captured in this particular place. And this is the national budget. We have to look at it critically. It's not for a particular state, Mr. Speaker. The southeast need to be included. That is my point of order, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Your observation. I am sure in the course of the year that might...
Mr. Speaker, no other time. It is now. Let us do it now. Mr. Speaker, observation. They are already ongoing now.
Yours is noted, Honorable, and will bring it to the attention of Mr. President.
Order.
In the near future, we'll ensure that that balancing is done. Okay? Please, let's make progress.
Order, please.
Border communities infrastructure carried. Military barracks accommodation carried. Military
has already overtaken it.
Total capital supplementation carried. Total capital
observation, Mr. Speaker. South for the rail. South. Decorum, please. My highly esteemed colleagues, decorum, please. Let's maintain some kind of decorum, please.
Order, please. When I'm talking, you are not supposed to also be talking. You can only raise your voice and expect to be recognized. But it's not good when we are talking, you are also talking. It's very dishonorable to us. Please. I have made my own statement or remark concerning that particular observation. And what I said is that we will bring this to the attention of Mr. President. Likely there may be another supplementary within the year. If that kind of opportunity unfolds, we will make sure that this request is channeled. Okay?
Another observation, sir.
Thank you very much. What observation?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's still on item 282, light rails. I think it didn't indicate anything, so it's an observation. Something has been omitted. 282.
Which one is that? 280?
No, 282. Light rails.
Light rails.
So no location, nothing. So
pardon?
No location, no designation, just light rails. But all of them has money. Even that point has money again. Look at it.
It's a mistake.
But
all the ones under that one are the lateral provisions.
Look at it there.
Before we reach that number,
yes,
you should have raised.
I have been saying sir. You didn't listen to us.
But we have already hit the gavel. And that means the House has taken a position on it.
It's okay.
So sorry about it, please.
You omitted 277, which is the recapitalization of bank industry. And also to remind Mr. Speaker,
we omitted.
You didn't call it, yes sir. You didn't mention it.
You didn't mention it.
And equally to lend my voice, Mr. Speaker, the exclusion of the Southeast in the rail and roads from that infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, is one about fairness and one with historical implications for unity and development of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I'm taking you by your word that maybe by the supplementary budget, the Southeast will be fully captured in the roads and rail infrastructures.
Yeah.
And any other zone that is excluded, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 24th day of February 2025. We are live and direct. You see, the last speaker, as I played, he is thanking the speaker that may be, because the speaker as they sidelined Biafra land in the federal developmental budget. They say, the speaker said, don't worry, I will meet the president. Maybe if there is another supplementary budget, maybe that in the future, maybe it's a probability, maybe we can maybe dash you something. So I beg. And this one, the last week, is an Igbo politician. He was thanking in advance. That is the situation we are relegated into. That is why we are eating our own flesh. I am telling you what the sentence was. We don't focus on where the problem is coming from. We focus on ourselves. That is why because no person talks for you. It's very painful, honestly. The way he touch you, you see, we are law-abiding citizens. Don't you see us? So we are going to hand you over to police. Do we do anything to you? Do we even beat you anything? Say no. Are you under duress? Say no. We can even give you coffee if you want. Do you need coffee? Say no. Okay. So this is, we need to tackle our problem head on, and that is what IPOB is orchestrating. Our lines are now open. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You can call us on WhatsApp and Signal using the same line. Let me repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller on Signal. Mazi, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. My goodness me, what happened? What happened? Mazi, can you hear me now? You are the first caller. Mazi Akas, can you hear me, please? Okay, go on now. Go on.
Hey, Jonathan. Good evening from here. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, right from when you started the program, we are listening to the acid of truth that you are pouring out. This is why many people, cannot just say many people, but those that refuse to come to this platform, most of them cannot resist the truth that is coming here. If anybody that started any program from IPOB Radio Biafra, listening to that program from beginning to the end is an saint. It's a person that you can, regard him as somebody that wants to know the truth. Because the type of truth that is coming out in Radio Biafra, if your mind is not pure, if your heart is not pure, you can't withstand it. Because we say it the way it is. Mazi, just look at when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling the whole world that the coup of 1966 by Nzogu was not done by Igbo people. No, people were like this, but what is this man talking about? Today, the same man that are part and parcel of all the whole coup that happened in Nigeria, which is Babangida, have also himself said it with his own through his book that the coup of that happened in 1963 through Nzogu and co was not an Igbo coup, but British published it to the whole world through their BBC lying media that this is an Igbo coup that took a lot of Igbo people's life in Nigeria. They massacre our people. The same thing is replicating itself now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who came and brought the best solution that can make every citizens of that zoological country called Nigeria to have a better life. They are keeping him in the gulag of the DSS. After all the courts in Nigeria have freed this man, even asked Nigerian government to apologize to him and pay him for a compensation for extraordinary rendition. Nigerian government is still keeping him for what? What did this man committed? Because he said the atrocity and the criminality and the evil that is happening in Nigeria, that our people have decided that we don't want to continue with them. We want to free ourselves from this evil. Since they said they don't want you are living in a country that they said they don't want you. Anything you do, they are against you. You shout, they say Igbo have shout. You close your mouth, they say why Igbos are not talking. You vote in Nigeria, they kill you. If you don't vote, they say Igbos don't vote. Anything we do in Nigeria is against us. Allow us to go, you said no. We stay a problem. And we are asking these people, what do you want from us? The same thing they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When the law come to an Igbo man, they will turn it upside down. And the whole world is watching. They don't want to do anything about it. Mazi, it is only us that will free ourselves in this mess, in this calamity that we have found ourselves in Nigeria. It is only us that will help ourselves to free ourselves. Without somebody that thrown into a pit to shout and raise up his hand for people that are outside to know that somebody is being thrown inside that pit. There's no how people that are walking around will know that somebody is inside that pit. We have to free ourselves from this mess we will find ourselves into Nigeria. Through Nnamdi Azikiwe, when Bono Jike was telling him, when them latawa, ebe na goes adiya. Or come as in Nnamdi Kanu say na fish baka. Look at what Zeke has put our people through. He has every opportunity to free our people, just the way Awolu was fighting to free Yorubas. Up there, so hey, Zeke Aswala. Today, look at where we are today in Nigeria. But the truth is that as since IPOB has emerged, and the Nigerian government have tried everything possible from their wealth, from their evil art, they have done everything humanly possible to see that they will bring IPOB down. The more they are doing it, the more IPOB is becoming stronger. You cannot destroy what you don't know where the thing originated. You cannot destroy a people that have said this place we are is not, instead of us to stay here, it's better all of us we perish. You can't keep us in Nigeria. We must get out of this place, because that is why Mazi, I went to the Zoological Republic and I saw myself. People are hungry to the extent even they are begging for pure water, sack of pure water to drink. You can't believe it. A man with a suit, with a tie, in a hostel will be begging you, please give me water to drink. And in a country that has everything, that every citizen of that country is supposed to be living like queens and kings, people are begging, and they don't care. Look at how they gather themselves. All the so-called lieutenant military colonels that do the coup to overthrow each other, from Obasanjo to Babangida, from Babangida to so-called dead Buhari, that even when they are calling their name, they're calling his name, they couldn't even show him with the mask he used to wear. The person that was doing that nonsense work when he died. All of them, look at where they sit within themselves. The same people, Mazi, tell me, how can these people, how can they be the same enemies? At the end of the day, I cannot call them enemies, but if you watch them, you will see that Okochuku, the same people. How can this type of people make a change in that country? And as they are dying, they are recruiting their own children. As they are dying, they are recruiting their own children to continue from where they stop. People must wake up.
Of course.
If they like, even this we are shouting today, if Nigeria is going to continue for till 2027, believe me, anybody that will come after Tinubu, I don't even think there is anybody that can take the team from Tinubu, because he must take his 8 years. Nigeria is not getting better. The more any new president to come, the more problems the people go in, the more difficulties the people are facing. Earlier, the better the people should understand that Nigeria will destroy them. Nigeria will kill you. It's a country, if the bad road will not kill you, doctors will take bad injection to kill you, government will kill you, police will shoot you dead, army will kill you, DSS will arrest you and kill you. Everything in Nigeria is death. And we are asking, how long can we continue to live this type of life? How long?
Very terrible.
How long, Biafrans? Let us join hands together. As our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is standing before them, telling them the truth in their front, that they can't do him anything, because he knows that his people is standing with him. And he will turn back and begin to do the other way around. He knows his own is finished. We know the leader we are following. We must continue to fight. We must continue to do the needful. We must continue to preach this gospel, that our people will understand that freedom of Biafra is the only ultimate way for us to be free from this damnable country called Nigeria. Mazi Jonathan, thank you for the good work you have done. It is a tedious job. Sometimes it's very tiring, but we must continue to speak.
Of course, of course, you too. Thank you very much. We must continue. I'm now joined by, I think, Mazi Nnamdi and others. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Mazi, we are here.
Yeah, Mazi. Okay, welcome to the program.
Yeah, remember Mazi, okay, for Nekoneke. And of course, I am from Umaka. Umaka is the other province of Biafra land. Together here with a few of my brothers who are here precisely to give a first-hand report in what is happening and continue to happen in Umaka, where all of us come from. Of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our national coordinator of Russia, and the two of our zonal coordinators are here, one from UK, Mazi, and another one from Mozambique, below. Yeah, every other protocol is duly observed, Mazi, because you don't have more time. Of course, I agree to you. Akas is our brother too from Nerim. And I'm sure he has heard what is happening within and around our axis. Mazi, it's quite unfortunate what is happening in Omaka. How hope was on Omaka with tiger base, with his bag. Today, I'm sure people must have seen the videos to make him well. Every day, it's either he's doing fighting fighter jet, to destroy your marker, destroying business, in the pretend that they're just no mama. And you will ask yourself, so mama is no marker? Any country no marker? Why is he bombing house, killing people today? A young boy from Omele was killed. And when you go to marker now, especially those that were people living in that flat, about 4 communities of that living neighboring that area. And what? Omele, they don't go home again. Omele village. What about village? Amako, Ipele. Because you don't tell the two of my brothers here from Amako. And the Mazi laughed from Ipele. What time? Mazi, our people are running away. Because of what hope put on they might be. Even this evening that you know the one arresting people. What are they doing in Omaka? Or what they do, they come to market, they carry our boys, they took them ATM, they tap all their cash, all their money. Why is hope put them up bumping on market with the army and all of them? What are they looking at Omaka? Let me hand over to Mazi Nnamdi to say something. Mazi Nnamdi, please unmute yourself.
Mazuki. Uduchukua kama ndani anyinile. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Served in Radio Biafra, in Russia, the national coordinator. I also come from Umwaka, in Ono province, Biafra land. Indeed, it is really heartbreaking what is happening in our village. Since I was born from childhood, Umwaka is one of the peaceful village in the entire yes, and Imo State is tradition. Or you can call it Olo province. Since I was born, that is from childhood, Ogan Aba Egwama and Egu Umwakankani, that is okay, anytime. Anyway, that is the first moon rising in our land. I up at that time now Egu di chiche until onyola de tired labora make bag de go 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the night. And when any person even during the war, I heard that even Oga Halo little homework. I'm not surprised that now I am aware that now that the war have ended. That in Omaka is now have declared that have become a war zone. That so-called governor, somebody that is Supreme Court governor, that have sold his heart, that is to the Fulanis. It's now have made Omaka to be a battleground. That he can send this in military with their bomber jet to be bombing individually civilians unarmed. There is no terrorists in Umwaka. There is no there's
no camp, no mama, no camp, no mama, no
Umwaka. Nothing even no. It didn't know the reason. Opposed to Magnetic, and send that is Kahani Kusi our youth. Or maybe maybe the people that is serving, the British and the French, maybe they have find some resources in our land. Who knows? Because they watch the whole thing is surprising. Okay, this young guy that was shot dead today, he at this working place, the place that he's working.
In farm.
Okay,
yeah.
in farm. Okay, and I heard that the wife just put to bed at least less than 2 months. So this young guy now, they take his life. That is, they cut his life short. Who will take care of the family? So what type of government is this? What is that? Is what I don't. We don't know what hope was the man wants from the people from our people. Oh, he have only time. He will be there 8 years, and then after 8 years, what? That he want to finish our people. That is before he go, so that he will be in.
No, man, he finished the first 4 years. They only about 2 years left to go now.
Okay. So do to finish what he that is what he accepted in Olo, Mbise, and the other regions in Imo State. So that is what I'm saying. What I want to tell our people at home in Onwaka in particular. No matter your village, no matter your your kindred, everybody should be brother's keeper. Let us be watchful. Because one of the problems that make these people to be kill us like animals is because we ourselves are not vigilant. Most of us we don't take anything serious. Most of people are at home. They don't even listen to Radio Biafra because it's only on this platform you can hear. That is the danger that is ahead. It's only this platform that you can be able to get that you can know what this plan against you. But it's unfortunate many of our people at home that even listen to this radio. Instead, they will waste time to be watching Nollywood movie or Nigeria useless television. Understand? And also people that are busy making money on Facebook and other platforms. That's what many of our young boys. Because if at least 40% or 30% of our people are listening to Radio Biafra, most of all these things that are happening there, they would have joined together to know how to defend themselves. How can we be foreigners, strangers? We come in our land and kill us and go free. So, my fellow brothers and sisters, please let everybody. That is when you're sleeping, let your one eye be open and also listen to Radio Biafra. So that's my little advice. May Chukwuka bless us and also give the console the family of our late brother. I will stop so far and then hand over to the next person because of time. There, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Mazi Okrobe. Please unmute yourself, no? Mazi Chukwuemeka, unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Biafra. My name is Chukwuemeka Okrobe. I hail from Umaka Ninjaba in Biafra land. For me, I did not accept any state because Ninjaba had been in existence before the creation of Igbo's existence. And formerly, Umaka is under our province. So let us start correcting these folk and bull stories fabricated by British and the zoo. What I'm saying here today, I've been from London, and I'm one of the principal officers here in UK. One thing that always annoys me in what is happening in Biafra land is that all the whole Igbos worldwide, they all keep mute. That what is happening in one place doesn't concern them. As we are approaching summer here now, they are just gathering to EVG Obodoyibo. And when you look at the Jihad in Obodoyibo, that yam is from Ghana. Nothing is brought from the zoo to Europe. This is to tell you how useless and foolish the Igbos abroad are. So many of them have nationalized their children here in Europe. None of their children even answer Igbo name, neither to know how to speak Igbo. It's very unfortunate that what is happening to us, they are the contributor of what is happening to our people at home. This is hopeless also that ruling Igbo state is a bastard. He has no father, has no mother. He's a 419 man in the 80s. Everybody must take note. So this is type of people that is opposed to Igbos, to Igbo land, to rule them. And what he's doing now is the bid of his slave masters. It is only we, the Biafrans, will chase him out from that place. This our lamentation is getting too much. We are lamenting too much. We should walk on the ground and see what we can do to remove this bastard from Biafra land. The killings in Biafra land will not stop unless we stop that idiot any moment from now. Umaka has nothing to contribute to his failure. Then I don't see the reason why he put Umaka in a danger. He put on Osumoru, a very terrible place as of now, although it's no-go area. And everybody is keeping quiet. After he finished with Umaka now, he will go to another village. And the other person will say, it has not reached my turn. It has not reached our place. The time it will reach your place, then I see where you run to. My fellow Biafrans all over the world, let us do something that will shock these people. Because there is no way we can be talking every day, talking without anything concrete on the ground. This killing is getting too much. Every day here in our room, there is no development. It brought nothing in developing an Imo state. This is a state that single-handedly handle 3 states: Imo, Aga, and the Ebonyi state. Now look at this bastard. Since he has entered in the power, what we hear every day is killing. Killing from left and right. I will not like us to be talking too much anymore. Let us do something on the ground. Then when he has the sound of what is coming to him, even if it is another who will put in his place, then we'll put it and destroy him and forever. We won't be crying every day, begging our loved ones. And we say that we are just giving him notice. Enough is enough. Let us speak in courage. If everybody can see what is going on in this world, everybody is fighting for their interest. Yesterday, Babangida wake up and tell you that the coup is not for Igbo, not Igbo coup. But all this while, our leader has been saying it. They all go through. We will tell our stories. Not them will tell our story this time around. We will live our life and make Biafra to come. That is what I can say for now. We must work together and make Biafra a reality. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. I sign off from London.
Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Mazi Nnamdi, please unmute yourself. You are the last person, so we can give press.
Chineke ekele m ụlọ Maazị Okefere ekelekwa gị ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ụlọ ụlọ ogologo ndụ ụlọ onye isi anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu egbucha ị ga-adị ka echi agada agwụ ndị ụmụaka niile onye ihe na-asị ka a hapụ ị na-asụ okogo Igbo ka ndị Igbo na-agwa ndị be anyị bikọsọ kpọmbarachi n'olu ihe anyị bịara ha ịgba ndị ụmụaka dị mbụwa niile ihe na-eme nga ya aha mbụ anyị ha bilo abụwa afọ ụmụaka ada agbata ya n'ọsọ ike ụkwa ada agbala ahịa n'ọsọ ebe anyị bụ na ya ebe ahụ ka erili alụ anyị edigbo na-edekwute ala ebe ahụ ka anyị ga-anwụkwa ya bịa wụrụ ya anyị onye hapụ nge ya eruchi ahịhịa ọrụ ya ka ọ gbasara ndị ụmụaka na ndị mebe ụmụaka niile ka anyị na-eme ka ụnụ mana na ebe ahụ akpụrụ ụmụaka na-acha ọkụ na-anụ ezi ọha na ihe ebe ọzọ ka ụnụ nye aka unu tinye aka bere onye bụ ibe ebere wọnachi onye ti ibe etiwe tiweni ka m malitere ihe biko ọsọ dịgbo too much. Some of our people na-eme ka hapụrụ ya Jesus Christ mana mama Jesus Christ ọ ga-esi n'elu bịa n'ụlọ ha ọgụ don't think na ọ ga-esi na Israel bịa n'ụlọ ha ọgụ ndị Israel ka aka ga mgbamba to mgbamba na-aka eto Russia na-aka eto mba ụwa niile mana anyị na-achọ ka ha pere Jizọs. Biko ihe na-eme nke anyị dịgo too much kụnte ihe ụmụnna anyị na-ekwu ya anyị agaghị na-agba mere mmadụ na-eshi mmụọ ụmụaka nwere ebe nwee mfu n'ihe niile mgbe ndị nta mgbe ndị ime mkpasị na anwụ anọghị n'amị na amụchiri n'anya ihe ele mgbe ndị amị gara igbu anyị na a ga-abịa sọpọt anyị ka hapụ gị ka ha nwee ike nọrọkwa n'amị na-ejite na enwetara anyị ngene sekuriti. mana ihe na-eme nke anyị na-adị too much eletọfụ ụmụnne anyị nọ n'amị ndị nọ na polisi ndị ụfọdụ kọmishọna polisi n'ebe dị iche iche ndị ụfọdụ wamị ndị ụfọdụ leftan kọnel ndị ụfọdụ mejọ ndị ụfọdụ eletọfụ ndị anyị nwegasịrị si na ha nwụ ndị amị na-arụ ndezi ọrụ ka anyị si dat na nlechi anyị nwere mma anyị nwere mkpa na-akwa aka n'obi. ihe leta na-eme nga anyị onye na-agbacha nkịtị anwụghị na-asị ihe leta omegịnị ihe omegịnị nwoke bịa bụrụ ọgbaghara dọwa nga anyị ọgbaghara dọrọ ebe ka ha ka gbuo echi anyị gide egwu kata saịdị anyị na biko na anyị na-arịọ ụmụnna anyị ndị na ha nwere n'ebe ọ bụ ndị ọkwa ụdọ ndị isu ndị nkume ndị ata tii na ọnụ tiweni na ọbatakwana ụmụaka onye chịkwa ọbasada ma chiri achịrịcha eji onye ụfọ abata nke etiti na ihe na-emere ụmụaka na obi adịghị anyị mma ọ bụghị na anyị na-ekwu ejikwa mbụ na-ekwu mgbe ọ na-eme n'ọlụ mụ na nwe maazị obi eji mbụ na-ekwu ya ma ọzọ oke fọrọ na-ekwu anyị niile na-akọ ndị eme ya na di eji ekwu ya ewu a sị onye bụ ọkụkọ sị ebe onye ọhụrụ ọkọ na bọcha ncha site nwa ya ga-amụ ego atọ kpere ya ụlọ ọgaranya egwu obere pọtụ bankịrị si na ndị Jizọs Kraịst ga-eme ya ọnwa anyị ga-apụta sị nwoke na ụzọ ole agwụga ha tude na pasọt dat na ọha nwa tere vootu tenye n'anya asị n'obilemin meti ọnwụ na ụlọ atụgo vootu na asịkpe na ndị ga-abakwa ndị ya na ha ga-enwekwa disebl gara n'uche biko dịwepụ iji niile na ụmụaka na-eme na APC eleghị ya kpatara because of no selfish interest ka ahụ na onye ụka bara dị onye ka anyị na-abịakwa na-ebuzi anyị na onye anyị ofe aka nye anyị eji aka nke ọzọ nara anyị ya anyị nọ anyị ụzọ taa echi na jegbuchi ụmụnna anyị bikos onye ebuga ahụ ebuga na kwa ị gara ndị ma na-aga n'ụzọ arụ ụzọ anụ arụ after 1 year 2 years ya asa China enwe nke aka n'ụzọ arụ ya nọ 3 years enweghị ụzọ arụ na ụmụaka na ọcha China biko nna arịọ ụmụnna anyị na ụmụaka anyị dịsị ihe a na-eme n'ụmụaka ọwụ dat na ọwụ na ọkpụ isha makpụ ka mma gwa dịrị nkụ enwezi ezezi na enwezi ndị igwe enweghị ndị ọzọ ga-apụtakwa ụfụ onye ọla na-eme ka ọsụsụ ụmụaka si ka m ji aba na eke ugbo ụnyaahụ na ihe ha kwesịrị ime mgbe ụlọ arụ na-eme ekwesịrị ịpụta onye na-ama ekpe apụta metụ mkpasị nobody will do that ọdụ Jonathan Deba ọdụkọta ụgbụla na-agba ọkụ nwanne onye na-awụtara asị na arụ sịrị nwụọ ọzọ iwepụta nwoge ịchọ ọhaneze ị ga-achọ ọhaneze nke obi gị niile mana ihe niile ime na eme gị na-adịlazi ịwụkwa mmadụ bụ iwuke ihe na-emezi gị bụ na ị na-adịrazi na ihe na-eme nga na ọ dị ga mma nkọsọ ọ dịkwa gị ga-egburu asị bikonu asị na onye ọkụ ji ebu obere ọkụ ihe na-abụbụ na-ebi ọkwọsọ ọkwọ na-eti ọ dịkwa na ọ ga-ahịa ọkụ ha n'oli ihe na-ejekwu ihe ndị ụmụaka na-ejekwu na ụmụnne anyị bụ ndị na-acha ihe si na ha na-anọchite anya anyị enweghị ihe ha na-anọchite ha bikọs ụdịrị itirisha na-eme nga anyị adị mere mba ụwa ọ bụkwa Mozambik ebe na-alụ ọgụ na Mozambik na ebe ọzọ na-alụgasị ọgụ nwanne ndị amị ga-anọrọ na-esevu civilian nchekwa civilian na-awọchizi ndị na-eme arụrụ ala ahụ na-awọchizi ndị na-eme mpụ nkwere na ndị mpụ na-emere ha na-ebe a na-awọchi ndị na-eme mpụ na-eme ka ndị mmadụ na-aga siri werere meta ndị nke ebe ka ihu ugbu tigbo ozugbo ma onye aka ezocha na aka ezocha a na-akụdu nna gị ọwụwụ ụdịrị kọntrị anyị ga-echi ka anyị biri ihe agwụghị ụdị kọntrị nchi ka anyị ga-wa agha wụrụ nwa Naijiria biko na asị na onye bụ anụ nwụrụ ihe na-emere chi na ọrịa mmanụ ụmụaka ihe na-eme na ọrịa mmanụ ọrụ ihe emesi na ọrịa mmanụ Imo steeti nwanne onye ahụ ga-ejikwa chekwara aka onye ahụ ebe ụlọ ọnụ onye bọọlụ onye na-enụ awụrụ na agụmasị ka m sendolu ishi anya ala ụmụaka sendụ ishi anya kwesịrị isi na ọrịa gị mma kpọọ nwa gị kpọọ ya Naijiria isi na ọrịa gị mma kpọọ nwa gị kpọọ ya hopu so dị mma isi na ọrịa gị mma ihe na-emere kpọọ nwa gị kpọọ ya ndị isi na ha gịdanye mmiri tọgbu iko beta ọhịa believe that na ụlọ ndị a na-eji baịbụl aṅụ iyi ọhịa ejighị na-aṅụ hapi na ihe na-eme ọhịa ndị na-eji iyi afọ ụmụaka na-aṅụ iyi ha bekara ọchịchị nwanne nwe dịka ga-etọt nọnsensị mee nọnsensị na Afrịka beta na-eji baịbụl dị iche bịkọsị baịbụl emeghị ha dị iche ama enwere onye gburu ntọgbu dị enwere onye gburu ha steli kama ha mere eji baịbụl dị enweghị onu egbu mana sofu now ọnwụ na ha ga-ebelivu na ha ga-ekwede ha na-ekwu ha were baịbụl ha were ihe afọ ụmụaka anyị ha were eke elu ha were nji aba jee dọkwa ya isi na ha aba n'ọchịchị ka anyị mara ma ha ga-akọwa ihe n'ọchịchị mana ihe nwere ime nwụra everybody nwa onye omenala onye omenala onye nwere ha ga-ewụrụ ọ gbajire dọrọ adịghị ịgbagwe ọcha onye na-apụta tinye onye tibi etiwe ọhịa na-emekwa ụlọ ọmara na aka anyị dị ọcha anyị na-ajụ nwere ụmụ Biafra ọwụdị ihe ọdụ ka ọnwụ Nnamdi Kanu gbara na kọt na difensi ụmụ na chere ka ụmụnne na onye na-edo Biafra ihe onye kpe ga-akpọ terọrist onye kwe sọngị ọkụ onye kwe gbanwuli ọkụ onye kwe egbu omume ya onye kwe gbo nwanne ya I na show that you know name. One day they go on the monkey go market, no come back. One has to go on. I did come, I did come, now I'm Jabba, no marker, so we should put a name, okay, give it a hatch cook abiam. Station na hachko kabiam. Ukono jibia, uno ketu kwa hana hachko kabiam. O hana binisho better asna uketa mwasa mwana. You should have a skill na the rule bashana. You should know the hello market. Me here on rule medaplis. Ukono lakaya, uno mwana na no marker. Ada walk again. Alan America hayen no marker. I just get measure. Kama no na bi hoja no marker. O ju kwa hana na hachko kabiam. O hana kuja from somewhere. Amma zanya ho bilo. I don't have to find here. The hana me kahunda mwana. Now this word, how we can have all control. This world. This word, we are right to live. We are right to live. We have this of Biafra. We have the right to live. Thank you from here, Mozambique. Mazi, okay, and Radio Biafra, and Mazi Chinedu. Not the biggie from here, Mozambique.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you. Something reminds me, even in your village, we have a general. In my village, we have a general. In my village, we might have about 4 or 3 generals, not to talk of brigadiers. Where are they? We have commissioner of police, we have all of them, we have desert. But nobody is talking. That's why we continue to tell our people. Now, I never anything on my so bad.
There were.
When I got one, it's quite unfortunate. Our heart, our sympathy go to the family of our brother, no more. Today. Oh, Kabiama. Ask me, Bob Landed, tell me, I'm at that hoop. Mazi Jonathan, thank you for welcoming us.
There were
other people give their contribution. Thank you.
There were Mazi. When we have a foreign agent, caliphate agent, in our land, in the helms of affairs, the Imo State, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned everybody in 2020, I think, when Hope Uzodinma was rigged, completely, openly. Iwanyawo, let Iwanyawo is one of the first people to caution Emeka Ihedioha not to react, that he should go back, he should obey, accept the Kekere Ekun Supreme Court ruling. Otherwise, he will become a political leper. Iwanyawo is now gone. He has lived his life, whether 80-something years he have gone. All these people, they don't think of what they are supporting, how it's going to affect people's lives. And today, Hope Uzodinma is unleashing what they sent him to do. That's why Imo State is not conducive. He started from his hometown. Also our mama, or law in general, to Imo State in general, spreading to Anambra, because the thing is spreading everywhere. That is why we need to collectively fight injustice at a point. In one dot, we collectively gather and pinyonya. But do we know that? That's why I say, they always try to build a system that works for people. That through the system now, everybody will benefit. But we always try to build one individual, my personal wealth, my personal thing. Sabode. Caller on what's up? Mazi, you've been here for quite a long time. Let me see. Yes. Caller on what's up? Can you hear me, please? Go on.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program. Thank you for holding on.
I listen to preach and I leave this evening. I am not coming from you. I'm not moving from Georgia. My name is Sasura. Your preaching is all quite all very clear to understand. I am not here. Talking about this guy that came out, the Maradona account himself. It's a medicine after death. That's the way I look at it. Medicine after death. Because only in the Pulani have time without numbers. Where that's we boku. But it's a good thing not about queer, but like I said, all medicine after that. We're not in a sane society. That man sitting on the wheelchair, he's grab where you take him to ISIS, let him go and answer for the war crime, for the people that he killed, millions of people that was killed under his own command. So the thing on the email is that now, Omega no Omega. But the thing had with him so much now, okay, this thing took him about 31 or 32 years. Maybe in the next 31 or 32 years, somebody else is going to come out. Yeah, but why that, you know what? That now the 2023 election, that some Leonie William, the rightful person that won it will be. Maybe okay, take about 31 years.
Yes, you are right, Maz. They will do it once. Yes.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Of course. And maybe after that, maybe after 31 years, they will come out and tell us, okay, you know what? Yes, a man that that you call Buhari is Sachula Buhari, that a Muslim Christian, he was right after 31 years. So this is how we have been deceived. This is how we have been deceived. So the truth of the matter is that now in fact, I thought is without to tell you the truth. So now as it stands now, and that thing in women's booty where I want to pinpoint that even maybe to call is this people that call themselves and people. And mom, how many I don't know with two. I don't know which ones are the real ones. They came out without even no discussion, without nothing. They came out and started demanding for $10 trillion or whatever. In a demand that for what? Almost somebody not image. You're talking about money. You're going with the she won't took among yourselves. Among yourselves. Somebody is there languishing in jail. Upon the whole thing melted upon us, the atrocities. You guys are not trying to speak in what can I get make up the worker? Or we go right away. Could this man have called himself number 6? Idiots, number 6 in the whole of we'll be on our Zook again. You guys are still talking about creating that 31 states in order to divide us the more. You didn't create 31 states. You created them what? I need to divide more and more and more and more. Mazi Jonathan, I went a very, very long way to go. Sometimes I just think that we don't even need to tell the truth. Sometimes I look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with all the whole stuff he's going through. I don't know how to master again this liar. Because we don't want to learn. I have to with anything. We don't want to learn anything. Mazi Jonathan, because that's all I want to say.
Yeah, well, without reggae, Mazi, Aganeku, sometimes when you look at issues, how our people are behaving, you flare up. But it's a process. Because it took also a process in order to put us in this mess we are in. It took time, took a process. So we also have to reverse it through a process. That's it, Well, we are not exhibiting our natural character as a people. Our natural character has been changed through different procedures. And that is what we are trying to do in order to reverse this misery that is being put in our nomenclature. Caller on signal, please. Mazi Chris, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Mazi Chris, can you hear me, please? Gone. Yes, Mazi, you are on signal. There. It seems you were not hearing before. Yeah. Okay, go on. It takes some seconds. Go on, please. Go on.
There's a lot to think. We have a lot of things, a long way to go. This our brother said lastly now. My name is Chris, I'm calling from Italy. My brother, if I stand to tell you that Igbo people does not know how to build a collective development, even build a future collectively, I don't think you'll be in doubt with me. Apparently, what is going on shows that we don't live, as you said it, white people. Let me put it there. A modern political dispensation of today, we don't understand it. Because when you interview our people, because on daily basis, if mostly those people that claim that they went to school or they are very, very learned, when I see them, I like to interact with them. interrupt with them and talk with them concerning our collective development. Here for you they're saying the same thing. Then you understand that the thing is that let us go, begin for your village, begin to build your village, begin to put your village in order, put your village in your town, try to put it. I have a very extensive argument with our brother just a few days ago. He's from my village. He told me that in Amakwarana we have the most road network within our places. I said a very tired one. He said no, but the way graded and it's okay now. It's people from that place you are talking about having a good network. If they move from that place and relocate to that place, they meet a bad road, right? So then why can't we come together to build a wide road that can any area you go, you enjoy the good road. So you can understand how people, even this security system we're talking about now, go and build your state, go and put yourself in order. No, it cannot work like that. It must be collectively. Maybe in the and connect and they can be ambush. It shows let me tell, for we to free ourselves, we must be suicidal. Let me tell you the honest truth. We must be suicidal. I can't be afraid to die because I have already set off myself to die. I go inside, everything blow. Everybody I want. In other words, maybe challenge defend. No, I don't think it has started there. I got that we must be suicidal in anything we do. We go there, you see that one, don't enter here. If you enter here, I shoot you. I come there with you, everything. Everything and explode. I'm sorry to say this, but this is the only way for we to liberate ourselves. In what is going on in Nigeria, I hate the stock into Nigeria. And there's no way for we to liberate ourselves unless we go into suicidal. There will be a time when police I decided that these people they can't even on a checkpoint. Within 2 minutes, everything they will run for you. The Europeans problem. They run for you. How many what they divide no, if you see them, they give away. So that's the only way. We must be suicidal in anything we are doing, because if we are not suicidal, we will not survive this thing. Talking to the people undi Igbo and Ekumakia, 90% of the Igbo are still sleeping. They don't understand the problem. Even those in the political arena, they don't understand it. May exclude in a resources in our land, may exclude my infrastructure development project, may exclude or say the next time that I'm looking towards to your world, verbal words, you could learn. Coach, more than agreement, reach the gauge for fear, could learn. You see, they look forward to that in the comment and okay. Yeah, we're bendy, but they're very, very naive. He believe local mother could learn no to how the national mother in the question. I did go so high that we have to progress ourselves from being a mother to no joke. And what do you joke again? In politics, there's any joke. Any person that understands politics will understand that I'll first of all think that is B before accepting that what you told me is A. That look at what happened now. After 30-something years, somebody just came to tell us they don't even think of the life lost. As you see Banjo addressing the issue, they call a Yoruba man who can speak. What they on your friend have, but I got which boy there. That's all where my Yagama how to address it. They call Yoruba people. Oh, we been the friend in La Balaga. How Uro present on you present the issue. Was Bangi the child called up to Sibanjo. Now Sibanjo came now to address that what makes Nigeria beautiful is that after a set and done, you stay mingle with the people. That is the thing. After those that kill you or overthrow you, stay here to celebrate that person. This is the way everybody focus their mind, thinking that what they are saying is correct. But that is nobody asks for why. And lastly, before I drop, this brother say something. I love, you know, say I be here. After I say, I know kata say my here. I wanna own mad. After kubu, after iko kese kwe the labor. I'm not kuku. Kafi iko kekani. Sometimes I love something that happened. This statement they make today, this thing going on air now, that this Igbo Q is not Q, it's not something, it's not Igbo Q, or not any other thing. Even what Ohaneze did today, maybe it is on the national newspaper today that Ohaneze demanded at 10 trillion for reparation of what they did to Igbos. That is an evidence to prove. And I want to get that thing happen today. It's an evidence. I don't even like what they did, but it's a remarkable something that when they said that word, Ohaneze demanded for something like that. Sometimes so I think that is despite that they are going the wrong way, but we are going the wrong way, and the only solution we have is to do something. And I'm not what I hear. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
There were Mazi. Let me say this before. Like our brother said that we don't know as neighbor, we don't know how to build a society. I don't quite agree. We are recreated. People should understand what it means to be colonized completely. After European colonization, they continue the European colonization through Nigeria, and after they committed genocide through war and defeated us. Let me tell you something. You see, Korea was one country before, for your information. I want you to understand, I want people hearing me to understand the power of human being or colonialists. Korea you see today as a North and South Korea. It was one country before. It was during or after the Second World War, after the Cold War, that Korea was divided. When the northern part was occupied by the east. You understand? The divided brothers in what you are seeing as North and South Korea today. The same way. Have you forgotten East and West Germany? No. Have we forgotten? The reason why East and West Germany came back together, they had agreement with Russia, Soviet Union, that NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the West confirmed to Russia through agreement that NATO will never, ever expand eastwards, east of Europe. And that is why Russia agreed for East and West Germany to join together, for them to go back together. That is the reason. Are you hearing me? So, human being can recreate. There is a power of colonialism, colonization. Colonization can come, and once you are colonized mentally. You start behaving the way the colonial people want you to be. They bring their religion, they bring everything. That is why when we are talking about religion, people are rising up sentiments. It is a colonial thing. It is a colonial thing. Mazi that says we need to be suicidal. Yes, I used to even say it. But when you check the religion that was given to us, it didn't encourage this type of thing. Had it been Islam, maybe we are colonized with Islam. But what we go on? Oh, you're gonna preach in a Friday in a mosques. That here never in a I don't know, somebody that called and is in a noisy place. I don't know. Please. So, what am I trying to say? You see that many things contributed to our change of character and nomenclature. We are not like this. We are a people. We are a people that we are known for community development. Right from time. This is our life. After all, Ekumeku defended our land, the whole of Igbo land, Biafra land. For your information, both they joined together. They were Ekumeku. Igbos, Ijaws, Ifik, all joined together as Ekumeku to fight the British for 31 good years. Why? How are they able to sustain it? Through our collectivity. The fall of Ekumeku, what brought about the fall of Ekumeku is when they started quarreling among themselves that, look, we are, this side say we are the people that are dying much more. We are defending, we are more warriors than you. This one said, no, without us you cannot succeed. We are the people that come. When that quarrel come, they now decided, they say, okay, if that's the case, defend your, every people will go back and defend your community. No more mass attack and mass defense. And that was the end of Ekumeku. When Britain will come and demolish this village, this community, others will keep quiet, say now on the channel, it can never reach our law. When they come on, we shall show them that we are warriors. After taking annihilating one community, they will enter another. The people, they are now divided into fragments. Study very well about Ekumeku. That is how they fell. At the beginning, they were anywhere they see, they go mass attack, mass defense with one people as one people. But when they become divided, now everybody, let us do it. Autonomous community, you take your boys, defend your own autonomous community. Britain started taking each and every one of our communities one after the other, and this is what is happening today. When it is happening in Allah, others will say, nah, no, you're not going to reach here now. No, man, here, no. In Imo State, no, it can never happen in Anambra. I had people say it. The way they impose on them, it can never happen in Anambra. See, Nigeria never remember you. The way they will come, you will. The Fulani. This is a character that brings us to failure. When it's happening in our home for Enugu, others will say, no, they cannot come here now. If they, instead of everybody rising up to fight that thing, there, go and defend. But everybody go that place, remove it, mass defense. You don't do it. You never believe, no, when it comes to our side, no. It's a very wrong ideology or wrong mantra. Our people were people that we are community based. You understand? We contribute money to build hospitals, to build schools. That is our character. But colonization came and divided us. Religion, they brought religion that divided us. We start seeing our people, our brothers and sisters, as unbelievers. So whatever they talk, it doesn't matter. Some of our people started, once you change, you start siding with our colonizers. You call them brother. Now, brother, now my people, you carry Bible like them. So this thing had a very lasting impact on us till today. It divided us. And they call around since 80s. Hey, divide the coin into pieces. No more, no one voice again. Otherwise, we are people that organize a system. We can organize a system. That is the truth. So, when you come to what is many things happen to us. We become defeated. Look at Ohaneze. We sue for how many trillion? For me, it's not the first thing. You should allow this thing to be a national discourse. Don't go into money. Money cannot buy life. Let people discuss about it, and let there be remorse. Money is not the first thing you see for 1 zillion. No, that is nonsense, because these people are sent to rubbish everything concerning our people, our land. So they may make rubbish everything. Caller on signal, please go on. I don't know, you were noisy. I don't know, your background was noisy. Please go on and make it as quick as possible, because I'm on the verge of closing. Caller on signal, please go on.
Yes, may God bless you abundantly. What you are doing here is so tedious, and we are a beneficiary of what is coming from this very platform. And I'm telling you that people don't know how sophisticated this very platform is. Without this platform, I guess many of us would have been wallowing in ignorance. But today, here we are, being people that is exposed, educated, and well, prepared for the tedious job ahead. I thank Elohim for all what he has been using us, achieving. Mazi, before I go on, I want to tell those that care to hear that in the zoo, if you don't join what is happening, what we are doing presently to liberate everybody, you will die one way or the other, and you will not die a good death. You know that almost 90% of all the drugs that is in the market, in the chemist, in anywhere, in pharmacist, in the hospital, they are all fake. Why I'm telling you is that because I'm coming from a place where my son was admitted. My wife just came in, and I now started going back, and I'm in the road. The zoo, how it is, so noisy everywhere. So I'm walking. There is no, as in transport means. So that is why you're hearing that noise. And I've bought so many drugs. If you buy, you see the doctor will tell you that this one, even the hospital itself doesn't even have drugs. That is how bad it has been. So we are now fending for ourselves, going outside to get all these drugs. And 90% of the drugs I have bought, you keep for this is getting to 2 weeks that my boy has been in the hospital. It's not that they have not been administering drugs. And all these drugs that is fake. Do you think what might be the effect if these drugs that we are buying from all of these places doesn't have any effect based on taking care of the illness? What might be the side effect? Because it shows that it's fake. And the past 2 weeks and past days, the so-called NAFDAC has been in the market, destroying people, carrying people's this thing. What happens to where these drugs we are brought in? When there is no regulation in things, it's only in the zoo where you see an individual that doesn't have any qualification, any profession based on a health issue, is selling drugs. Even this Malans, these are booking with no formal education or nothing. They do sell drugs. You see reasonable people walk up to go and buy, but that's a secondary. That is why I'm telling you, the terrorists like Boko Haram and the rest of them will kill you. If they don't kill you, the terrorists in uniform, just as they were doing in Nomwaka and the rest of them, will get you. So it's high time you stand up. What we are doing here is to save life. We are not after individual benefit also. So Mazi, there is something you said earlier. You said that the whites, these Europeans, that they are smart. I will say yes, and I will still say no. But why they always talk and every of this, their dealings with us is that you only get one foolish black man that will come to the negotiating table with his own personal, agenda, and he will not be in the good frame of mind to know the antics, the system. Because he only comes there with his own personal idea, and that very idea will cloud all his judgment and all his view and everything. Why them? You just look at most of them that you are seeing today. After serving their contract in achieving all of these loots all over the world, they still go back, take their salaries and live a normal life just as they have settled them. But do you know that if it was a black man that is in their shoe, you will see him being a very big, wealthy man, living large, but ended up in achieving nothing for the general purpose. So that is why in any of these things, you see them turn, and just like, look at the Sahel region. Do you see how they deceive the Western world? They even told America that it's not America that they want to chase, that is France. America now played low. After getting rid of France, they now centered on America and make sure that America left their country. So you see, anytime you come with a general purpose as a leader, you will see that you make good judgment, because you will not be the only one deliberating on the issue. You have several of your, like mind being around, talking of how to make a headway in all of those things. So that is that. I want to talk about what happened in Omwaka and Obi-Wan. I found out that all the things that their so-called Fulani herdsmen have not been able to achieve because of the ESN that is in our forests. They are now using their men in uniform to do it. Look at the barbaric way which they use in killing that man that is in his farm. They butcher one of his leg of just that same way that the Fulani does. Then I want to talk to our people. You that will sit there, they will come and carry your brother. How do you feel? Why do we always allow all these people to come and get away from, how many cars did they come with? 4 or 5. They will pass your own front and you will not do anything. Tomorrow you will be your turn. Let's learn how to counter these people. If they know that any area that they walk into, that going will be very, very tough and difficult for them, they will mind how they come into our communities. Yeah, because they know that we have a very docile, people that as soon as they come, they pick as many people that they want. They go kill them, harvest their organ. Nobody questions them. We are on our own. It is only we that can save ourselves. And saving ourselves is just little things. It's just for us to have the, that collective, effort in doing it. You come and block that road. When they know that they will meet up to 15 to 20 blockage, they are human beings. They die also. If there are 20 that comes to that place and 19 go, the rest day, if they want to come, they know that they will lose one soul. They are even afraid more than you, as you if you don't know. So we should stand up. We must not be waiting for this religious, mindset that somebody one place will come and judge them. Just as Mazi Jonathan always say, that there is no no peace for the wicked. The wicked is living in peace. It is only the weak that have no peace. So we should stand up. Mazi, I want to talk about this same
Mazi, please round up. Mazi, round up. I'm on the verge of closing. Please go on.
So I want to tell them that this is not how to go about it. I say you have the IPOB, the Directorate of State, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to look at what we are doing here is worth emulating. You people should key off because there is no more time. Mazi, I say, may Chukwu Kamara bless you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And may Chukwu Kamara continue.
Thank you.
So before I go, I want to still say I hope that our Mazi Jonathan, will soon come on our this station, come and educate us, and also by now I believe that he has gotten himself, and I thank God for healing him, because in this very job we are, there is nobody that will do it for us except for ourselves. So thank you so much.
He will. Caller on WhatsApp, please make it take 2 minutes, please. You are the last caller.
Okay, Daddy Jonathan.
2 minutes. Okay, you want it? 2 minutes. Go on, Mazi, go on.
Yes, I'm already on.
Biafrans.
Conclusion, Daddy Jonathan. Say 2 minutes. I will have no time to waste. Daddy Chike doesn't want to. Daddy Jonathan don't want. Every Biafra, they be foreign. I go now. Here make no mark. Ota goes on the machine. Let's anya. Nana Fulani. In the collaboration of the world to kill the Biafra human being in our land, don't much in a car. Almost to work, Konya won. Biafra do. Apakama. Then I got If not IPOP, then Jonathan, I think that nation or PhD, what a shame. What Jonathan Owen? But that's not the candidate. That's not the candidate. Ọ̀hánà ẹ̀sẹ̀ ìgbà tí máa jẹ́ 10 trillion máa ṣe gbà ọmọ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tí ó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ọ̀hánà ẹ̀sẹ̀ ìgbà ó sọ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ problem náà. Ẹ̀hún náà ọ̀hánà ẹ̀sẹ̀ ìgbà tí máa jẹ́ 10 trillion. Ọ̀hánà ẹ̀sẹ̀ ìgbà wọ́n kò tó ìgbà wọn wá. Ọ̀nà ẹ̀kọ́ náà yọ. Ó wẹ́ pípọ̀ tẹ́tẹ́ ẹ̀tẹ́ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ à. Ó lọ sọ fún ọ̀nà àhàpọ̀ bàtàdá. But a lot of you leaders. And escape. Yeah. That's one for there, Jonathan. You get look at me. But I kept up. No, Nnamdi Kanu watching us. When I come to question more, I said, when I can't be what I want.
There, Mazi, thank you very much. This way I'm going to switch off the phones. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. We have seen already we are in a complete mess. When our brother said about being suicidal, you have been saying it here. Without, being suicidal also can also mean consistency in what we are doing. This is part of being suicidal. Are you hearing me? Only when no, it's not only that. In the way we are doing things, it can also mean being focused and consistent. You can see what happened when our leader was renditioned. Some of our people in IPOB threw in the towel. They said, no, me, I'm not there again until I'm not going to contribute anything until I'm confused. Mazi Nnamdi. These are people that wants to be confused. Any slightest thing we make them, they are looking for excuse. Do you see? So how can we succeed with this mentality? Some falling into trap of propaganda. Within small thing, they stop and start an easy. No again what they are not they do again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu puta. Okay. Yes, onye ọzọ oke afọ si ka o chere I know they do anything again. Okonkwo say no, I know they do anything again. Moa say no, I know they do anything again. Mazi Ofoma mechie Radio Biafra. Si ka chere ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu puta. Onye ọ na mechie. What do you think? Sometimes sometimes I'm saying no, we are not reasonable. Many of our people are not reasonable. That is why I quite agree that one of the things that make our people to tenor as usual mass slaughter. Even genocide, we passed through genocide. Immediately our people went back to the personal survival. No organization, nothing. Everybody rushed back to the status quo. Went back without even no brain, no plan B, nothing. Don't you see that is highly surprising? Even our enemies, our detractors now saying, which kind of people are stupid like this? Something happened to us. 1970, everybody went to Bam. Now we quickly forgot the cause. You know, that time it was not long time. We passed through pogrom, 1966, 4 years back, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year ago, last month, and everybody rushed. Now, one Nigeria, no, people didn't even say, okay, Lagos, I would number 6 as in the boy now, I let him go. Now, I be name invest in our land. Biridia can they also, she be with you know, no way. I bring everything. We carry everything for head. Bam, go there now. We start investing again. Complete. What do you think? People even supporting us. They will say, now these people merit death. Don't you see that? So, and why we are, one of the main reasons why we are behaving this way also, the religion that I will never stop talking about this religion until you start seeing the immense harm and catastrophe caused by this religion. They pacified us. We become fearful of everything. You will see an Igbo man, very religious. If you see a rat is no more a rat. A rat becomes witch in his own eye. He becomes his brother than want to chop him. A cat become another, turn to another thing. You know, they make us to, you see a lizard. A lizard is no more a lizard in your eye. A lizard is now your uncle that wants to destroy your business. He come in spirituality, in spiritual realm. You know, everything about us is fear. They make us start fearing our own brothers and sisters. How can you think that we can gather? How? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. How? And the religion is preaching forgiveness, loyalty. Be loyal to your government, to forgive your enemies, even if they slap you here, turn to the other side. Fight back as a people. Just tell me. Just tell me. You know, sometimes I say, let somebody call and educate us, please. Educate me. Tell me. How can, as we are pacified, you want to do something, you go to church, your daddy, you say, no, trust God. Jesus will do. Let us pray. Prayer becomes a solution. Tell me how are we going to, how as a people, how can we fight, be that societal as we want? Tell me. You can't reach China all the very far. That's why the main thing is the grassroots awakening from the people. Wherever you see there is progress, there is mass revolution, people's revolution. Where people are awakened. Once people become awakened, now they can hold people, their leaders, accountable. We have not reached that extent. You see the European politicians, they are do you see how America is educating them to beef up their security? Europe, beef up their security, defense spending. Are you hearing me? Because the people, they have open eye. The people revolution have taken place to the extent that the people are awakened that they are now in charge. It is the people that are in charge in every EU, Western European country. The people. No politician can make anyhow policy and get away. The people will come out and throw him out. That is why they cannot even bring out money from social welfare from other places to heighten taxes in order to beef up their defense. I think they said that Russia is their enemy. That they want to checkmate Russia. Okay, America is telling them, okay, you say your enemy is in your backyard. Okay, instead of using 2% for your defense budget, why not beef it up 5%? They say no, because the people will not agree. They are living, they can never agree to bring down lower their lifestyle which they are in. And the Europeans, their leaders are afraid of them. That's it. So that is why you see they are using America. They are using America in order to get what they want. In order to thwart what the way they are using America. It's now that I'm thinking that all those billions and billions they are giving Ukraine a billion. I think it's dash. I don't know that it is borrow. They are lending them. They have guarantee of payback. I didn't know. Now this world, Russia said the Europeans are deceiving them. They are tricking them. That when the Europeans went to Ukraine, the Ukrainians, they say Zelensky agreed, signed everything for payback of European money through everything, through anything, through the resources they have. But the Americans, they went to Ukraine. How are you going to pay through? They said no. They start bringing sense, which means they are being deceived. Europe is using America in order to get to do their dirty job, spending everything, whereas they continue maintaining their life. They don't want to increase tax. They don't want to increase in order to reduce money and squeeze out money for their defense. They don't want to do it. That's why they are hanging on America. Do it for us. And the American now, Trump is wiser. He said, no, we cannot be protecting you for free, doing your dirty job for free. No, it's not possible. Are you hearing me? So, European countries are, in a way, with their citizens. That's why they want to kill diplomatically. They want to use their, leftists, the deep states in Europe, and, try to do the wish to squeeze democracy, their so-called democracy, make people, go to the way they want. Because they felt that the population is too much, has more power than anything. So, this thing is so deep. What is happening in this world is so deep now. You need to research very well. You need to put eye to the ground, an ear to the ground, in order to really understand what is happening. Well, here we are pacified, a very pacified set of human beings we are. One, through the religion that we are engaged. It is the most important, potent weapon used against us. The Europeans that gave us that thing, they don't no longer believe in that. They are cultural Christians, and they have a strong government that protects them. No more, they no longer believe in any spirit coming to save them. No, they transfer power to their government. Anywhere you touch an European, a German citizen, there will be repercussion from the government. But in our land, the touch Igbo man, they will pray for God. They will call Jesus to save them. Do you see the difference? That is why we are trying to make sure that we bring back our people's senses and brains to come back, so that we become who we were. We go back to who we were. That is the essence of going back to our root. There is no power that can do it for us, only we ourselves. If there is such a power as you people purport, the Europeans will not leave it for you. They will not look at a nuclear weapon. Do they give you a nuclear weapon? They will not leave it for you, because they know that if really it is working, you will use that power to destroy them. So they give you a toy gun for you to pretend to see, for you to think that you are powerful. You are not. So what am I trying to say? We must continue being consistent. That is part of being suicidal. This system of pacification, we have to remove ourselves from this and be able to fight for our rights as a people. Collectivity, that is the key. Without we, there will be nothing like me. If we continue in this mantra, we will surely be saved. But if we continue this individualism, thinking that a human being, I mean as an individual, but as a people we become something, we become many things. But as an individual, you are nothing. We're unhearable. Are you hearing me? That is why if you hold Nigerian passport, you are not regarded, because there is no government backing you up. There is no government at your back. You're on your own. That is how the world is. But you see, even if a vagabond, ordinary homeless person, as long as he's holding American passport, he land in Nigeria, he become respected. They are not respecting you as an individual, but they are respecting the system that is backing you up. That is what we are trying to create. Thank you for listening. Biafra remains who we are, and we will continue this raw message, this raw gospel. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, that any day we start coming to Radio Biafra to tell our people sweet things, sweet things, that is how to do it, so that to make our people happy, that it will not be well for, that is, we have missed the mark, it will not be well for us. It's an oath. That is why we must continue saying it raw as it is, so that you listen, because the raw message, it heals. The raw message is bitter, but truth heals. Lies do not stand the test of time. It might sweet in your ear for that time, but after it will rupture, and reality will come and hit you. Here we tell it to you as it is, without mincing words, without trying to be politically correct. That is the essence of Radio Biafra. We gather here as our parliament in order to say it as it is. Thank you for listening. Biafra remains our ideology. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra remains our religion. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, Emeka Bonusi, Biafra, Gaimara, Biafra, Kanebo, Sokamiri, Agaimara.